Hey YouTube, Bo here, aka The Honest Hiker, and today I'm bringing you a breakdown of my Ultralight backpacking cook set. First, this is not to tell you what you need to go out and buy or what is going to be best for you. This is just what happens to be best for me and what I use out on the trail. So with that being said, let's get started. First is going to be the stuff sack. I picked this up on Facebook, Backpacking Gear Flea Market. Got it from Steve over there, Kiki Outdoors. Shout out Steve, appreciate the stuff sack. This thing is 6.5 by 8.5 inches. I believe it's a Z-Packs equivalent. This thing works great. I've had zero issues. It is a little tight for the cook set, but it gets it done. No problems there. Next is going to be the Ruta Locura carbon fiber lid. This does fit the TOAKS 750 and the TOAKS 550 and a Vargo 750. I know Steve as well. He has sold many TOAKS 550s for very cheap on the backpacking gear flea market in his cook sets. If you want to replace your lid, this is a great lid to do so. You can also pick this up on rutalocura.com. I will link that in the description. Feel free to go over there. Josh is great over at Ruta Locura. He would greatly appreciate the business, so go check him out. Next is the TOAKS titanium folding spoon. Really like. Comes in at 20 grams. I've had no issues out of this thing other than the fact that sometimes if I don't have the little toggle down all the way, it decides it wants to fold over on me. That's more user error than it is fault of the product. This thing comes in at, like I said, 20 grams. It's super lightweight and very packable. That's the main reason why I chose the folding spoon, is because it fits in my pot and it's super durable, gets it done. I will also link this in the description below. If I want to cook, I'm going to need fire. And by fire, I mean the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Fantastic little stove. Got to unfold it. I really like the two-way folding brackets they have to keep this thing together. This comes in at 73 grams. Not super ultralight by any means, but definitely ultralight. Super durable. It has the 3 pegs, and actually my favorite part of this, you may be able to see it, let's see, is the 3-way windscreen to keep it from blowing out when you're simmering. You can get this thing super low, and honestly you can get this thing extremely high. My only dislike about this is it does sound like a rocket. This thing is freaking loud. I know for some people it doesn't bother them. Some people, that's a huge pet peeve, is their stove has to be quiet. This is not quiet. So if that's going to bother you, I would not bother picking this up. You probably saw I had a Lightload towel. This thing is incredible. It weighs nothing. It's like 3 grams maybe. Basically weighs nothing. I just use it to wipe up the pot when I'm done boiling water, or just wrap up my stove when I'm done with it. Keeps it from banging around in the pot, dinging it up, scratching it up, and to also protect the stove. Next is one of my luxury items. It is the Snow Peak HotLips. This thing weighs 2 grams. It's the weight of 2 paper clips. It just clips onto the side right here, as you can see. Pretty much any pot. I know it clips on pots that are bigger than 1 liter. My 550s, this 750 here, really protects your lips from. It protects your lips pretty much any time you want to drink out of it. Next, if you were watching my Facebook page, you saw that I had the Jetboil canister stabilizer. This fits the small and the large canisters of fuel. I usually run the ISOPro ones in it from MSR. They work great, and this keeps the pot stable. I used it when we went to Wheeler Peak in New Mexico on the really rocky and soft ground. This thing didn't budge, kept the pot stable, nothing fell over. Fold that up. Last but not least is the Vargo titanium 750 milliliter pot with the folding butterfly handles. This thing weighs 93 grams. It is not the lightest thing in the world, but it definitely gets the job done on the trail. My favorite part about it is it does have the embossed 750, 500, and 250 milliliter markings on it, so I can measure exactly what I need. It doesn't take up too much space or too much weight in my pack. It's just enough for pretty much any Mountain House meal, and I have leftover usually for my cup of coffee, which I have to have. I don't talk to anybody without my coffee, so this thing is definitely a lifesaver, and not having to boil 2 pots of water every morning. This thing is fantastic. So that wraps it up, guys. That is my ultralight backpacking cook set. I appreciate you watching. If you do like what you see on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you feel so inclined, hit the little bell to get notifications when I post another video. My next video should be of the Cedar Ridge 20-degree Fontana. It is a top quilt that I got from Warren over at Cedar Ridge Outdoors. It's a fantastic product. Stay tuned and watch out for that review. And stay honest and stay hiking. Thanks.